Assalamu alaikum. Right, we'll talk about Mahdi today. How and who Mahdi is, or should I say was. How it started long time ago. Right. Okay. The word Ummah, Ya Allah, comes from when the pyramids were built or being built. They actually took a lot of humans and abused them. They raped them, bred new humans, babies, right, and basically they took their tongues out, and also they made them deaf by sticking things in their ears to damage their ears, so they could not hear each other, so they could not communicate with each other, and then that way they could not gang up on to the Judah and the Buddha. Yes, that's right. The Judah was like the courtyards today. They are the same institutes that actually abuse a lot of humans, like the Aztecs. Also, Judah, Buddha abused a lot of humans, right? Indians, red Indians, you name it, all humans they were abused. And the pyramids as well, when they were built, right? You've heard of pagan? Well, pagan, Pentagon. Think about it. You know, they were abusers. They have a cover pagan, but you know they're not really friendly or anything. Basically, what it is, they belong to the Judah to abuse other humans, right? Ummah, Ya Allah, comes from the word when a slave could not talk with his tongue, could not hear, but one Mahdi came and he took the large diamond from the pyramids above, and he said, I have the light. And from there, before he took the light, he had planned these things. I will show you something. Okay, as a lot of humans and the ones that are being bred for slavery were deaf to hear, could not talk, so you get the word. Let's say you pretend that you lost your tongue, right, and you cannot hear, so all you're going to get is peace, yeah, sound. And each one used to shake hand, the slaves, like this. Salaam, that's where salaam comes from, peace amongst each other, right? And then what Mahdi did was, as you know, straw, it's like these grain and everything, where it used to grow and everything to feed the slaves, right? They didn't get that much, right? They used to gather around the fire, you see, and that's how you get Ummah Ya Allah as well, you see. And what Mahdi did was, because they were all deaf, right, and could not talk to each other, but he managed to take the straw, cut them up, and with an insect, with a shell, you know, pinned it, you know, somehow, and stuck one in this ear and the other one in that ear. And because they had been deaf for a long time, they have never heard any sound, you know, right, for a very long time, even when they were born, what have you. And they heard the sound. Mahdi made sure, right, they could hear each other, but they kept it secret and silent, you know. So the abuser, like the Judah Buddha, who forced them to build these pyramids and Aztec pyramids and courtyards, what you have today, institutes who abuse, right, through crafts and being crafty, are the same institutes who came from these places by, you know, writing bullshit stories. The Quran actually comes from Mahdi, right? What it is, right, when these slaves became, well, to become free, right, obviously they could hear and they could just about say the word like so you heard that sound a lot as there were millions of humans who were slaved. So the word was Ya Allah. Now that's where the Ummah Ya Allah comes from. They all united because Mahdi made it possible for them to hear. That's correct. And this is well before the pyramids were built, you see. It took a lot of planning, to become free. And this is, how they used to abuse humans. And this is how all courtyards and institutes had been built. But eventually they became free. And this is where, the Quran actually starts from, and the word Allah comes from. Because the slaves, right, used to make everything with their hands. And this is how they get the knowledge, you see. The slaves, right, had more knowledge. Yes, they had greater ideas, for these other people to use. And that's why on the hand it says Allah. Yes. They use yatheem. Yatheem basically means, like bastards. Bastard means somebody without mother and father. And that's how they abused. They bred a lot, right, children for slavery. And they were all bastards. Bastards meaning, humans without mother and father. Today they create wars and crime and divide and conflict house right through courtyards. These courtyards and institutes aren't worth a penny. They are there to abuse all households. This is what you are forgetting. These agents before the courts, right, they make sure what comes to court and what doesn't. Yes, so you know what, Mahdi is where he started from. And that's why the Jew always brought other humans to the Judah and the Buddha. The Jew is like an agent. So hopefully that explains your Mahdi. The Mahdi is the one who freed all slaves by using simple, what Allah gives from the ground, the straw. Yes, natural things he used. And also Red Indians go, ooh, ya la la, la la la, ooh. Yes, those were also from the same. They were freed, and then they lived, like far away, and they could pray anywhere to the one and only above and everywhere for anything. And that's how you get the hands. Think about it, hands like that. Nobody does that. These people who do that are the abusers. People who do that are actually the real, like from the Ummah, Ya Allah. Okay, that explains that. Okay, Walaikum Salam or Salam. Live in peace or jihad. You have the right to be free from the institutes and abusers who think they have the right to abuse you and to tax you and credit everything to certain people, fat cats.